Hi, welcome to Mamas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina, and this is a podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. Let's go ahead and get started. But before we get started, please share this episode with another mama that is looking for a quick burst of me time all to herself and like this episode. Just hit that like button so others will know that this is great content and it's something that they need to watch along with you. As always, we'll start off with a motivational quote. The motivational quote for this week is a simple but powerful motivational quote. And it says, and this quote actually came from my therapist. It says, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And we talked about this particular quote at length today during my therapy session. And it's basically saying, just to give some examples, just because you can hand wash your dishes, should you? Maybe not, just depending on what you like to do. Another example would be just because you can cook 5 days a week, should you be cooking 5 days a week, or is there someone else in your family that can actually cook a meal 1 day a week? My therapist actually shared with me that I think she only cooks like once a week, or maybe she doesn't cook at all. But for the days of the week, she has a family of 4. So those are 4 days taken care of. I think maybe her husband ends up cooking the other days, but she actually lets both of her kids cook. So that's one thing I was actually amazed at, that just to hear. I think she has a younger daughter that's like 6 or 7. And she was like, she actually has a day that she cooks. So that was something that really blew my mind. It kind of got me excited for my kids to turn a little bit older to help with cooking. That way it gets them excited about what they're going to eat, gives them the responsibility of thinking about what to cook, and kind of just walking through, at that young age, most likely you're going to be eating French fries, chicken nuggets, and things like that. But that's one less thing on your plate. So guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week, our mama time is going to be a great one. I was actually talking about this last night with my husband, and I was talking about, I think everyone, once you get older and after you have a baby, best time, you need a time to rest your body. So if you just had a baby and you're still in the hospital, that's your rest time. Mama, please take advantage of this if you're watching this with a newborn, or like I said, you just had a baby, or if you know someone that just had a baby, definitely share this episode with them. But take that time to rest. Another little quick tip, if they have a nursery at the hospital, send your baby to the nursery. Because once you leave the hospital, the baby's going to be with you all the time. Don't let mom guilt sink in or anything like that. Send the baby to the nursery. Rest your body. You just delivered a baby, no matter which way you did it. If it was vaginal or if you delivered the baby via C-section, your body still needs to rest. You actually did a very major event for your body. Your body went through a lot of changes in that time during labor. But if you have older kids, take a day, whether it's in the morning, like on a Saturday or Sunday, on your off days, take some time, sleep in bed late. Or what I do on Monday nights, I actually get in the bed early. Maybe like an hour and a half earlier than I usually would, but I don't go to sleep. What I actually do is watch my favorite show on my phone. Right now, I'm watching Rock the Block on HGTV. That's one of the shows. It's like a reality, air quotes, because if you're watching us on YouTube, you'll see my air quotes. But it's reality, but not really, because it's 4 teams of 2 designers that they've picked to compete against each other, and they have to design a house. So they pick a city. Last year they were in Charleston, North Carolina. The year before they were actually in Metro Atlanta. They were in Paulding County. But they picked these new neighborhoods where it's not that many houses. So they at least need 4 houses started. So all the houses look the same and they give them the responsibility of decorating the houses. So that's my little guilty pleasure when it comes on. Love it. If you have a guilty pleasure or a show that you really like to watch, or if it's a podcast you'd like to listen to, or a podcast you like to watch, you can definitely do that. And I get a heating pad and I put it on my back. It's also good if you have any pain where you had your C-section at. You can use your heating pad on that section if it's that time of the month, or if you have some other digestive issues and you want to use a heating pad on your abdomen or your back, that works out good. But what I have today actually is a heated blanket. So I have it on high. It does get warm. It doesn't get like super warm or anything like that, but it gets cozy. So it's a great way to put it on your legs. Like if you had a exercise day earlier in the day, or if you just had a long weekend, like if you work on the weekends and you want to just take some time off on Monday, get you a heated blanket or a heated pad, put it over your body anywhere. Like right now I did a workout at the gym and it worked my legs. So the blanket feels really good right now. It's relaxing my legs. And it's just cozy. It helps to relax your body. That way you're not just go, go, go. You can, just take some time, or if you want to listen to some high frequency music, like we talked about a few episodes ago on the podcast, you can do that too to kind of clear your mind and just sit and relax. And then after the 45 minutes or an hour, unplug your blanket. Turn your blanket off. That way you're not trying to sleep with anything heated. So, just turn it off. This one has like a little remote control to it. Turn it off, turn that heating pad off, remove it from the bed, and just go to sleep. You'll have such a better rest. When I use my heating pad, it's like the best rest I get all week, basically. And I wake up on Tuesday morning feeling great. I'm well rested. I've gotten into bed early. Or on the days if you're sleeping in late, you got extra sleep. You just feel good. Your body is relaxed. It's calming. Everything feels good. So leave a comment below and let us know what you do. Do you sleep in on some days? Do you go to bed early? Or if your kids are older and you're at home, or if you're off work and they're at school, do you just take a 2-hour nap during the day? Or do you just sit in the middle of the day just relaxing your mind and your body before you have to pick them up for school? Definitely let us know. Comment. Hit the bell for notifications so you'll know when we come out with a new episode every Monday. And don't forget to share this with another mama. And as always, remember, me time is essential and it's never selfish. Have a great week, mama.